Okay everybody, I've got another drill for you to sharpen up your Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Team Deathmatch skills today, and this one we'll call the Clan Killer Drill because it's all about putting you against a whole bunch of bots to challenge you in terms of speed, accuracy, stealth, using cover, map awareness and all that sort of stuff. So first off, let's go into the game setup, and what you want to do is choose a map. I don't know, Detroit, Recovery, something that you want to, something that you know to start off with quite well and want to play around with, and then we want to go into a team deathmatch. But what we want to do is we want to have 5, or I think if you've got an Xbox One or 360, can you have more bots? You want to be fighting against 5 bots with no friendly bots on your side at all. So they're all going to be coming for you. Now the way that you can kind of control the difficulty of this challenge is you can knock them back to recruit, maybe reduce the number of bots, whack them up to hardened, and then remember that all these guys are going to be coming for you, so you won't be able to spend too much time out in the open because you'll just get you'll be toast. Now in your class, it depends what you run with. I tend to run with the BAL on something like Detroit. But what you may want to play around with on this particular challenge, this particular drill, is the suppressor. So swap one of your perks out. Let's say the foregrip. Let's get rid of that, and let's go instead for the suppressor, and we can play with that. Have a run around, see how it affects the gameplay. Because obviously with the suppressor on, when you start firing, they're not going to know where you are. With it off, they're going to know where you are, and they're all going to start to come looking for you that way. So tell you what, let's go with let's put the suppressor on. And as far as the other stuff goes, I would just run the UAV with threat detector. That can be very, very useful because it means you can see through walls. Remember, press Y to go in and change it. So put the threat detection on, put the support on, extra time, and then you'll get a bit of practice with that as well. Now the whole point of this particular exercise this particular drill is to stay alive as long as possible, kill as many of them, because they're all going to be coming for you. And what I'd like you to do is do this drill sort of, I would say, run it 3 times along with your normal warm-up routine, and then go into live matches and see how it changes your style. And you may well find, especially if you experiment with the suppressor, that you actually decide to start to use it in the live matches as well, because it can be very good for, well, people just don't know you're there. I found this really, really good. Now, as I say, once you get used to it, we'll start ramping up the difficulty by increasing the bots. Take that suppressor off as well, and they'll start running for you. And what you want to be doing is you want to be sort of changing up your game style as well. So maybe start off with a little bit of more of a stealthy mode, and then see what happens when you really start running around and pushing and attacking rather than being careful, and see how your kill death ratio sort of changes, and you may well find that it's much you get better results by being a little bit more circumspect and a little bit more careful. But anyway, I'm eating into your practice time, so why don't you grab hold of your Xbox, grab hold of your PlayStation, set this one up and give it a go, run it about 3 times, then go into a live game and see how it affects your style and see if you're playing any better.